Welcome back inside the Student Activity Center here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. I'm Parker Morrison.
And I'm his co-host, Aryan Ravaliya.
And we got one heck of a matchup for you guys today. We're going to start the first game at Buffalo, second one at Akron. But let's stick to those Buffalo Bulls matchup real quick. CMU is coming off one heck of a nail-biting win last week. Barely pulled out, and, I think they're going to be riding that high into today. But these Buffalo Bulls that we're seeing haven't won nearly as many matches as we expected them to this season, but we are underway for game number one.
We have passed the 452, the CMU's special timestamp for either conceding or scoring. Both of them have been equally.
So today we're going to see trio Bwearzz and UncleSTN to start out. No ColdNIcee in the first matchup, which is something we don't usually see.
I've always called him the striker of the team because he's the one guy that pounces on and takes the chances to score for the team. We have to see how we replace him with UncleSTN and see that maybe we can still go on attacking and scoring goals, because I think that is the biggest strong point for CMU, scoring goals.
For the Bulls, we have Big Khabib, I believe is how you say that. We're going to call him Buff. We have Hitman Horsey and Agent AJ. None of which are listed on the Buffalo Bulls website, so we haven't really been able to see what these players are capable of thus far.
AJ with a nice dribble there. Bwearzz should get it. Bwearzz does get it. Nice dribbling it, but AJ took it there off him. Hitman.
Trio's going to steal there, put one on net. Blocked by AJ, sends it to the corner for Buff to collect. And that's going to go straight mid. UncleSTN might have a chance here. No, Trio to finish. He does
score. You don't expect Trio to miss from there. A clear open net, and he's going to pounce. He's going to punish you, and that's exactly what he does. 1-0 to the Bwearzz.
Great play by UncleSTN there. Instead of going for the shot, he just drops it down for Trio to finish. 1-0, 3:30 left to go. That's a pretty early lead for him.
True. Pretty decent start from CMU here. Defensively looking really solid, and attackingly, we have scored already. Trio again scores, as I say, it's 2-0.
That was just a very simple finish for him. I mean, there was no even defensive pressure from the Bulls there. Trio just popped that one top cheddar on the right area. Completely miscued by the Bulls.
CMU here have replaced the finishing ability of ColdNIcee with the creative ability of UncleSTN, because he now has 2 assists for tonight, both of them for Trio.
UncleSTN dropped one in front of the net again for the Bwearzz. Almost had himself a 3rd assist and had the Bwearzz up 3. We're going to go back 2-0 to start. 3 minutes left to go, and that's a goal a minute.
Definitely 3 to play, and then CMU have shown no signs of giving up. They've played really well, really resilient in the defense, scoring nicely on both the chances as well.
Bwearzz now on Agent AJ. He collects. Buff is going to send that one on net. Blocked by Stin.
Good exchange there between UncleSTN and Bwearzz. Trio looking to get the end of it. Doesn't get it. Bwearzz plays it in again.
Opportunity put on net. UncleSTN puts one mid. Trio is up. Will he get the 3rd assist? Completely whiffs on that one. Not really a deal breaker for him, though. They're already up 2, and, we've seen no real chance from Buffalo yet on the offensive zone.
You always feel like every single time the ball has gone to the defensive area of CMU, we've made sure that the ball doesn't end up with the Buffalo players, and that's what you want. You don't want them having the ball at the end where you want to concede the goals.
The Bulls trying to just get something going, but CMU is just not letting it out of the zone. A block and a shot, no good. Bwearzz to finish, blocked again by AJ. Trio to finish, no good. And they're just putting the pressure on. Trio trying to finish again, just sends one on net. They've probably got about 5 or 6 shots just in this rush.
It's almost like CMU's the one who's behind right now, and they want to score even more goals, and that's like they're throwing the kitchen sink at Buffalo right now, but they don't have to, and even then Buffalo has answer for the shots that they have been taking, but no answer for the goals that they've conceded.
And man throws it up, but just cleared immediately by Trio. This team cannot get anything on net. I don't even think they have a shot yet.
Yeah, it's looking pretty slim right now for Buffalo. They have to make sure that the next game that they play in, this time they have to make sure that they change something because right now it looks pretty lackluster.
AJ now on the block. Trio to collect. No, Hitman Horsey takes it all the way down. UncleSTN on Buff. And he's got an opportunity now, the first chance for Buffalo, and it's blocked almost immediately by CMU. A shot, and that goes crossbar top wide.
A minute to play here, less than a minute to play here, 45 to play, and still no signs of a goal for Buffalo. They need 2 in quick successions if they want to send this match to OT. Doesn't look like it yet.
Now I'm very keen to see the stat board after this game where I seriously think Buffalo has collected 1, maybe 2 shots on net against the Chippewas.
It's almost like Chippewa has walked through this match and almost a third for Trio. Trio should get it, but hits the crossbar again.
A bump. Bwearzz to try to finish now, and I mean, this is basically just the insurance marker on this game if they can score. Buffalo gonna lose this first match 2-0. CMU just waiting for the ball to drop. It does, and they take game number 1. Not really a big deal for the Chippewas. That was a pretty easy one for them to defend.
Chippewas had 9 shots compared to Buffalo's 2. That goes to show you that attackingly Buffalo were non-present. They were nothing.
Yeah, CMU not really struggling whatsoever in that game. Not a big threat as of right now. CMU 2, Buffalo 0 that first game. So as soon as we are ready, we'll head into game number 2 for them. And the biggest thing here is the Akron Zips up next after these Buffalo Bulls. Losing 3-0 to them on Tuesday. That's going to be quite the competition for them after these Buffalo Bulls.
Definitely do have CMU come back and recover from that defeat, and can they put up a fight this time rather than going on a clean sweep, because that's pretty unlikely of CMU to go 3-0. Because every single time they've played over the past 2 weeks, they have made sure that they have given the opponent a tough fight or won or come out on top. Against Akron tonight, they have to make sure that they do a repeat of not Tuesday but the week before.
CMU coming off their best performance, in my opinion, against Kansas last week, or excuse me, on Monday. That was seriously the best Rocket League I've ever seen this team play in my 3 years here at Central. And now they go up against a team that's not really giving them a lot of, struggle here. I feel like that might be a little downgraded performance come Akron.
That's what makes you think as well. Does this easy performance, does this easy victory against Buffalo, does that make them complacent against Akron? Does that affect them psychologically?
UncleSTN tried to put that one mid. Bwearzz to do what UncleSTN couldn't, but an opportunity now for the Bulls. They'll get their first goal of the series, 1-0 a minute in.
6 minutes without scoring, and then 1 minute into the new match, and they've finally scored. 4-7 on the clock. Can CMU make the comeback?
We've seen CMU score more than their fair share on kickoffs. And Buffalo to take the second goal of the matchup a minute in. That goal 6 seconds apart from the last.
2 goals in 6 seconds. As I said, has complacency entered the CMU brains? Have they taken Buffalo for easy takings? So far in the second match, a minute 10 played. Looks like it.
CMU gonna have to rally themselves back, but again, we've not ever seen CMU come back from a 2-goal deficit this season. Not trying to jinx it, but then again, 1 time, not really anything. 2 times is a coincidence. 3 times has to be a pattern, and we've seen it almost 7.
CMU definitely knows how to come back and how to not let any early deficits get into their heads. But complacency has happened before as well. Remember the one time we were 2-0 against in the tie, and then we slipped in on the third match. We had to win the 4th one. It has happened twice. It has so far happened in this match itself, where we won 2-0 easily, not a competition, but now we are 2-0 down.
And then Horsey trying to put it on as Bwearzz takes it away. CMU definitely not playing the best Rocket League that I've seen out of them. You know, this is a completely different team than Kansas. And they go down 3-0 now.
It's almost like you praised them during saying that that was the best Rocket League you've seen in 3 years, and now they've said, nope, you gotta see the worst one as well.
Yeah, no, this is not the same team that we saw last game, not the same team that we saw last week against Kansas. This is a very rough performance for the Chippewas this game. Bwearzz to center, UncleSTN. No, he doesn't get that one. Trio to back up, try to aerial up. He gets it, drops it down center, and Horsey will take that one out of the danger zone.
Makes you wonder, do we now need ColdNIcee for finishing the chances that we have been missing in the past few seconds? Because we've had a few good crosses in the box. Do now we need someone that can finish them off as well?
Yeah, ColdNIcee is a big part of this Chippewa pressure in the O-zone. Trio's gonna block that one, but still it goes in 4-0, and you know, CMU definitely taking Buffalo for an easy team to go against that first game. Just absolutely destroyed them, and now Buffalo switching the roles and absolutely destroying CMU.
4-0 with 2 to play. Makes you wonder what happened and what changed during the off time between the two games, because it's almost like polar opposite performances now. CMU cannot get the ball in the offensive area at all.
Rule number 1, UncleSTN is locked in. He's not going to be able to move, and that crossbar down, he misses, but Buff Big Khabib will put that one in. 5-0. This is embarrassing.
CMU definitely needs to make sure they do what Buffalo has done after the first match, regroup and redecide what to do and how to move forward.
5-0, 1:55 left to go. Buffalo still has 2 entire minutes to add on to this lead. CMU needs to rally themselves back together and realize that this is still a team that they have to try against.
Definitely, even if this match, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when this match ends and when we take the L, how do we come back from here, because it's 1-1 on the tie.
Chippewas trying to get themselves back together. Trio now. He'll 50 and send that one into Bwearzz. Bwearzz trying to get it in. He gets the first goal for the Chippewa. 5-1. CMU scoreless for the last, I believe, 5 minutes in total between both matches, and they finally get their first one.
Going 5 minutes without scoring makes you wonder what happened, because we scored 2 quick goals in last match under 2 minutes, and which makes you think that, hey, do we have to change something or go back to how we started the previous match, because we haven't scored in almost 6 minutes.
Good play by UncleSTN there to realize he wasn't winning that battle, to draw back for boost and go to the defensive side of things, and he'll whiff hard on that one. Trio doesn't get it. Bwearzz is going to have to send it to the corner and pinch and clear the zone.
CMU here with a minute to play, 4 goals down, almost looks like it's 5 goals down again. CMU here completely ignoring the defensive side of the game, punished by Buffalo. Agent J scores the 6th for the night.
Usually we see Trio, Bwearzz, and ColdNIcee. Today we see Trio, Bwearzz, and UncleSTN, and it just doesn't look like it's working this match.
It makes you think, are the tactics acquired by the 3 OG players, Bwearzz, ColdNIcee, and Trio, are they not working on, is there a lack of communication between the 3 players? Because I think all the 3 players, there you go, Bwearzz scores the second, it's 6-2 the second match, but it almost feels like it's too little too late. But yeah, as I was saying, all the 3 players, ColdNIcee, Trio, and Bwearzz, know what they have to do, and they have this communication between them. Makes you question, is there a little lack of communication between the tactics or the same way that ColdNIcee does between the 3 and UncleSTN?
As you mentioned, just too little too late at this point. CMU down 4 late in this match. And to no dismay, the Chippewas are most likely not going to be able to score 4 goals in this short amount of time. And Bwearzz almost puts it in his own net there. Blocked by himself. He'll take that one out of the zone, but 6-2 in this matchup after a 2-0 win. Buffalo looked like they were a completely different team this match, and it's the same for the Chippewas, just reversing roles on the skill level, it looks like.
Definitely, they have switched positions, it almost feels like, because first match, Chippewas had absolutely dominated Buffalo. Buffalo had nothing, but it's almost the opposite in the second match.
6-2, and CMU loses that one. That one is just that one's a beating from the Bulls, and I mean, that was a completely different team than we saw the first game.
Humbling, if you want to call it that way. Definitely CMU needs to get back to the drawing board, needs to make sure that they do not repeat the same mistake they did in the second match, and learn from the first one to make sure that they have a good match the third one.
Interesting to see if we're going to see a roster switch up, maybe a car switch up. We did go back to lobby, so I'm wondering what that is going to cause for the Chippewas. Where's an UncleSTN there? And we see Trio out. Is he going to pull out the Fennec again?
Didn't end well the first time he had Fennec. I think we lost that match as well.
2 games that I've casted with you that Trio's gone and switched up into Fennec.
Has that
lost both of the games, yeah.
I think we need something more tonight. I think we need to make sure that this third match, because now we have to make sure that we win.
This is going to be a rough one for CMU to come back from. Trio, Bwearzz, and UncleSTN still the roster. We'll head to game 3 now as Trio. Will he be rocking that Fennec? Yes, he is. And we'll see him play it again. UncleSTN trying to get that one down, a 50. Bwearzz and Trio waiting for the pass. No one home. Centered now and put it home. No, Bwearzz whiffs that one pretty hard.
UncleSTN should get the goal, does get the goal. It's 1-0 early lead here for the Chippewas.
And that's huge for CMU. All players rocking the Fennec now. Something you don't ever see from them.
Maybe it's just good omen. Has worked so far, maybe you want it to work even more.
Trio on the kickoff. UncleSTN gets beat there, and Bwearzz is back to collect. AJ throws it to the center for the Bulls. And Horsey on the right wall, all the way over to UncleSTN.
Bwearzz should get that in the corner. Bwearzz does get it. Buff does get a touch on it, but Trio's there to collect. AJ. Bwearzz intercepts.
Horsey now with it. He'll send it to the corner for Trio. And it's a 50-50 battle right now. And CMU looking definitely a lot better than they did the second game, but still not the team that we're used to looking at.
Definitely. They have taken notes from what they did in the previous match, what they did wrong in the previous match, and now they've made sure that they hold their positions and manage the boost better than they did in the last match.
UncleSTN in the corner now for the Chippewas. He'll try to put one home. No dismay. Blocked by the Bulls. Trio to put one on net. The Bulls are playing 2 in net right now. Smart strategy for them, honestly, if they don't want to get scored on again.
Definitely. They are. I feel like they've made sure that this 1 minute with the Chippewas are throwing the kitchen sink at them, they make sure that they hold up defensively, but it looks like that won't work because UncleSTN gets the second for the match.
UncleSTN just capitalizes on the miss pinch, sends it all the way down, and realizes that Hitman Horsey and Buff are nowhere even close to the position they should be in. Both sitting at midfield and no one back, and CMU on the fake kickoff there. Bwearzz to send it down, a little nifty flip reset move. Trio to punish the Buffalo Bulls. 3-0, 3 minutes in, or 3 minutes to go.
What the heck is going on? Because last match we saw Buffalo absolutely going ham on CMU, and now it's opposite again.
Now this is just a reverse role. Every single game we're seeing the teams switch up. Such an interesting series between these Chippewas and Bulls.
Hitman Horsey trying to score there.
And it's blocked by UncleSTN. What a performance there. The Bulls had every single bit of room to send that one home. And I can't believe that they missed that open net.
I think UncleSTN heard me and how I wanted him to take notes from ColdNIcee, and I think he's done that brilliantly. He's been omnipresent, he's been everywhere, scoring the 2 goals and then saving a potential goal as well.
Trio, UncleSTN, and Bwearzz are your 3 for this series. Now it's going to be interesting to see if we have ColdNIcee sub in for UncleSTN in the Akron series after this.
Yeah, definitely. You won't want to go in with the three that have gelled in a lot and have played a lot of games together. And I feel like UncleSTN hasn't necessarily played as many games as ColdNIcee has with Trio and Bwearzz.
Especially after that Kansas performance last week, where that was arguably the best Rocket League we've seen out of this team. And that was the trio in trio, Bwearzz and ColdNIcee.
Definitely. It almost feels like now with a minute 50 to play, CMU has taken a step behind. They have let the game flow in, not going as offensive as they were in the starting 2 minutes. But here, still again a chance. Bob says no.
AJ tried to send that one all the way to the Chippewa zone. Blocked by him, but he'll recollect. Try to put one on net himself, bobbing and weaving. And CMU's kind of just wasting time here, sending it to the corner, and that is the biggest time waster in this game is those corner bounces. They're dangerous, but they do waste a lot of time if they're slow.
Definitely. So like CMU has now just taken a step behind, and they want to make sure that the next match seals off the tie for them, and that's why they're just kind of making sure that they regroup now and not let any more tactics go away.
Trio on the bump, ends up hitting his own teammate Bwearzz there. But 1 minute to play, 3-0 lead for the Chippewas. UncleSTN to put it home, he'll hit the top of the crossbar. Bwearzz tried to put it home, he'll hit the top of the crossbar.
Trio's shot is blocked, crazy.
UncleSTN tried to put it home and Trio blocks it. Bwearzz center now. And it's just a 50-50 battle after some pretty great saves from the Bulls. CMU kind of just looking like they're having fun with this game after the lead, which is very, very interesting because, you know, the first game we saw them do the same thing. The second game, they were on the struggle bus when it came to scoring goals, and then now we're right back where it was the first game, and another miscue from the Chippewas could have been another goal.
Bwearzz here taking the ball up front. Trio looking to play it in. Tries a shot, doesn't get it, miscues it. UncleSTN. Trio with the shot, doesn't get it, blocked off.
And they knew they won that game, just kind of sitting still at the end. 3-0 win for the Chippewas. So it is 2-2. Winner takes all on this next match. And we saw the Chippewas up there with 10 shots to Buffalo's 4.
Yeah, it's a repeat of the first match all over again, where you saw CMU had like 9 shots compared to Buffalo's 2. And I think in this winner takes all round match, they have to make sure that they have a repeat of what they did in the previous match. Make sure that they are defensively strong and offensively taking the chances, because I think that's what hurt them the match before.
Well, actually, I believe our graphic is wrong up here. We've had a 2-0 win, a 6-2 loss, and a 3-0 win coming off of that game. So we've only played 3 matches so far. CMU with 2, Buffalo with 1. We apologize for that that graphic up there. CMU needs 1 to win. Buffalo needs 2, and they need this one to stay alive. So this is a do-or-die scenario for Buffalo and a winner for CMU if they're able to take this next one.
Hopefully we do. UncleSTN with the man of the match performance there, 2 saves and 2 goals, 6 shots.
We're going to head to game number 4 here, where CMU looks to take the series, Buffalo looks to stay alive, and we've seen this same exact match series and almost every single broadcast we've had is CMU taking a 3-1 or attempting to take a 3-1 victory in game 4.
Definitely, but usually what it is we go on a 2-0 lead, and then the 2-0 curse comes in, and then we concede, we give away a 1 match, but then we end up winning the 3rd one, so it's all good and mellow. But here we've come back from a setback of a 6-2 hammering for a 3-0 win, and then now we have the chance to win the tie as Trio gets an early goal there for the Chippewas. 4:44 on the clock.
And that was just a quick read from Trio to understand that he's got every single bull beat. Hitman Horsey gets a touch on it, but it still goes in. Trio makes it 1-0, 25 seconds in the match, or excuse me, 15 seconds in the match. And a block from him as well. He might have an opportunity. No, demoed by Buff. A great play by the Bulls.
Definitely. Dirty play, but dirty play as long as it helps the team. Bwearzz looking to get the second for the match. Doesn't get it. Hits the crossbar. UncleSTN. AJ looking to get up front.
Bwearzz has an opportunity now. He'll try to put it home. Hits the top of the crossbar. UncleSTN tried to finish it for the Chippewas. No dice.
Bwearzz with good defensive play there to make sure that the Chippewas aren't caught on the counter attack. As Trio leading the counter charge for Chippewas.
Bwearzz is going to center it. Their Bulls all jumbled up in the center there. Buff comes away with it. Bwearzz centers for Stin. He'll get an opportunity. No luck for him. And it's just Chippewas, shot after shot after shot, putting it on net. And a goal from Bwearzz there. Looked like it was going to be saved.
It was almost like floor is lava. The ball hadn't touched the floor in a long time. It was all bouncing and stuff. But here, Bwearzz knew what to do, and that is put the ball away for 2-0.
3:40 left to go in this matchup, and Buffalo not looking like the same team they were in that second game. CMU also not playing their best Rocket League, but definitely still giving it their all in this scenario.
Definitely, but this does make you wonder, because we were 3-0 against Akron on Tuesday. In this rematch against them, do you want to play the best Rocket League that you have been playing, or do you want to go with the performance that you have shown? But even though lackluster has got you the results, does this work against Akron? No guarantees. It does, or it has helped you get the results though.
A very good point, and it's also keen to see, will ColdNIcee sub in for UncleSTN here in the match against Akron following this Buffalo series? But enough about Akron. We've still got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in this Bulls-Chippewas matchup. CMU needs to win this one to take the series. Buffalo needs to win this one to stay alive.
I think like this is again a repeat of the first match all over again. CMU gets 2 quick goals in 2 minutes, and then it's all chill, absolutely no pressure from Buffalo, and that's what has happened again. No shots yet from Buffalo. Chippewa looking to get the third, but not pressuring it.
Bwearzz just, putting shots on net, not letting the Bulls get an even slight opportunity there. As we saw a double dunk coming from the Chippewas. Nothing the Bulls are going to be able to do in that scenario. They're not even playing to score here. They're playing to waste time and keep the lead.
Chippewas definitely know that they have done what they wanted to do in the first 2 minutes, and now they can just chill down, take the gas, take the foot off the pedal, and now just chill while they make sure that they run down a minute 45.
Glad you mentioned that analogy. They have kind of just taken their foot off the pedal. In that Kansas series, we saw their foot to the metal every single second of every single game. And that was probably the best I've ever seen the Chippewas play in my 3 years here at Central. I know I keep mentioning that, but it's just an interesting performance to see how different the Chippewas were on Monday versus what we're seeing right now against Buffalo.
Definitely, now they have to make sure that now that they've done their job against Buffalo, against Akron now, a team that they struggled 2 days back, or yesterday, do they finally have what it takes to make sure that they do not repeat what happened last night?
Bwearzz to clear, he does. 50 seconds left to go in this matchup. And Bulls almost have their first opportunity of the entire match coming in 4 minutes. And, when your team is not putting shots on net like the Bulls aren't right now, there's no way you're going to be in the lead.
Definitely. It was a similar chance to the one UncleSTN had in the match before, where he scored from all the way out. But this time it didn't work out for Buffalo.
And then Horsey now trying to put one in for the Bulls. No dice as that one goes far right. And CMU jumbles in the corner to try to clear the zone. Bwearzz finally gets the touch out. And it's right back into the Chippewa D zone.
I feel like 10 seconds to play, 2 goals. I think the Chippewas have just known that match is done. There's not much you have to do. Don't sweat it, as they say. Now the match is surely over. There you go.
And that is going to be Chippewas win 3-1 against the Buffalo Bulls. We'll break down all this in just a minute, but coming up next, Akron for the Chippewas. CMU 2-0 win in the first match, 6-2 loss in the second one, 3-0 win, and then a 2-0 win following that second match. Walk us through a little through that, that second match. What do you think went wrong for the Chippewas to lose by such a large margin when shutting the team out in every other win?
That's what you want to sit down and reflect upon, because I don't think I have an answer to that either, because it was a complete different match to what we played in the first one, where we got 2 quick goals and then we had just rode out the whole match. The second one, Buffalo starts up strong and we have absolutely no answer. We were 5-0 down to a point. And it's it really makes you question that other 2 next wins, the one that we got 3-0 and 2-0. How do we build upon that? Because it wasn't the best of soccer that we played, but it was something.
Exactly. Well, after this, Akron versus CMU, very keen to see, will ColdNIcee step in there for the Chippewas and see the Rocket League that we've known from them this past season. So we're going to throw it to break, but when we come back, Akron Zips, CMU Chippewas. We'll be back in just a minute. Inside the Student Activity Center here in Mount Pleasant, ColdNIcee subbing in for the Chippewas for UncleSTN. And, you know, we kind of expected to see that come the last game.
Yeah, almost like you expected them to get back the one player that they have been playing the brilliant soccer with. As Chippewas now a change for the color instead of that traditional orange, they were on the blue side this time. What a save there from ColdNIcee to prevent a certain goal for Akron. Strong start to the game here.
Now Akron, one of the best teams right now that CMU has faced this season. They lost 3-0 in the last matchup that these two teams had. So CMU looking for revenge on what was an absolute demolition the last time these teams battled it out.
Definitely makes you question because they haven't been playing best of the soccer tonight as well. They did win against Buffalo the previous tie, but they haven't been playing best. They did lose 3-0 over the tie to Akron on Tuesday. Do we jump back from that? Do we finally get the result that we want this time?
CMU with their first real chance of the day. 3:47 left in this match, and it's an opportunity for ColdNIcee to try to put one on net. Will he get it in? Oh, blocked by 5-up, a close one from ColdNIcee there.
At the end, 5-up, making sure that CMU doesn't get the lead there with 3:30 to play.
Now, if the website for Akron is correct, 5-up is a freshman for this Zip team, and you know, that is very impressive to come in and make the starting lineup as a freshman.
Definitely, and he has been playing with Patty as well, who I think is a junior, as listed on the website, but all of them have been playing brilliantly. Goes to show you why they won 3-0 against Chippewa, who have been high-flying for a week or two now.
Bwearzz and Patty, both juniors according to the website. 5-up, a freshman. So to get in with that veteran presence is a very, very impressive feat for 5-up. And we go 3 minutes left in this matchup, still scoreless. So already
jinxed it. The Costas jinx coming in. Oh, there. Bwearzz doesn't make it 1-0 for Akron, but good save there from Trees.
CMU looking to clear the zone out of here, get the ball out of the danger zone, and trying to just get something going. 5-up with an opportunity, blocked by Trio. Good presence from him.
ColdNIcee demos Patty there, but now does Chippewa have the chance? No, they don't. Bwearzz scores. It's 1-0 to Akron.
Just a good play by Bwearzz. Trio, nothing he can do there. Used all of his boost, just kind of throws himself up, and Bwearzz, clearly a very solid performer. He's got the world's elite tag under his name, so definitely has some solid performance for him. They're going to do the fake kickoff. Patty try to put one on the Chippewas net.
Chippewa have 2 minutes to make sure they get back into the game. Still 1-0 deficit. They have come back from this before. They need to do it again.
ColdNIcee try to get that one. Bwearzz almost had it. 5-up will put it in, and he'll finish it for the Zips. Akron takes a 2-0 lead.
This continues. We could be in for a long night. Okay.
Yeah, Akron playing some great Rocket League here, and you know, Central definitely playing better Rocket League than we saw from the Bulls matchup. Even though they are losing right now, still definitely better team chemistry than we saw.
They have to make sure that they learn from what has gone wrong in this first match. 2-0 with a minute 30 to play. Is it still possible to make a comeback?
Ooh, a pinch there from Bwearzz and Trio. They saw the vision. That one, an unlucky bounce. Bwearzz, what a play from him.
He gets his second. Akron's third.
Clearly owning the CRL 2023 World's Elite title. That's just an impressive feature to have. Back to midfield, 3-0 is Akron leading.
The unanswered goals for Akron. No real offensive danger there from the Chippewas all match long. It's ColdNIcee looking to change that. 5-up with a save to save a goal there for Akron. It's a minute to play now.
A score from Trio. 3-1. They won't get shut out. Central back in this match. Now, we've seen them come down from a deficit before, but against a tough Akron team that beat them 3-0, we're going to have to see how they fare.
And time isn't on their side either. As you see, 5-up talking a little luck for the Chippewas there. Good to see the little shit talking back and forth.
ColdNIcee pops that one mid. And an attempt. Bwearzz finishes 2-3. CMU. Could they come back? Oh. An error has come up. We apologize there. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Looks like we're all good, though, on our second screen up here.
Chippewas have 40 seconds to get a goal to make sure that they equalize. Is it possible, Parker? Is the dream on?
This pressure that we're seeing right now is all CMU. 5-up and an unlucky pinch that goes towards the Chippewa zone, blocked by ColdNIcee. But as I mentioned, CMU already playing better Rocket League than we saw against the Bulls. You gotta think, is that because ColdNIcee is in this matchup for him? Trio, an opportunity blocked by the Zips.
ColdNIcee, yeah, definitely, because you see how Bwearzz and ColdNIcee have been working on the same wavelength. End to play. Can Chippewas get the goal that will draw them level? Akron trying to waste the time there. Bullseye. Harry.
And it'll hit the ground. No dismay. 2-3, the first match on Akron, but you know, CMU showing that they can contend with somebody who played in the Clash Royale Collegiate 2023 World Series.
Definitely, Akron has been Akron were all over CMU the starting 4 minutes. The two goals, the two surprise goals in the last minute makes you wonder, do you repeat what you have done in the last 1 minute against Akron?
A great performance from the Chippewas sees them fall 3-2. But that Rocket League definitely better, and I know we keep saying it, but this team of Bwearzz, Trio, and ColdNIcee is definitely the go-to formula for them to try to keep taking victories. Bullseye, 5-up, and Patty all readied up, waiting on the CMU Chippewas now. Kind of like a timeout for them in a sense, you know?
Definitely going back to the drawing board, making sure that they do what they've done in the past 1 minute, last 1 minute of the match. But making sure that they do not lose any more matches, because that would be a repeat of yesterday where we lost 3-0 against them.
Trio, Bwearzz, ColdNIcee, the usual starting lineup for the Chippewas. Bullseye, 5-up, and Patty starting for Akron. We are underway for game number 2 in this best-of-5 series. Bwearzz looking to get an early touch. Bumps Patty, ColdNIcee for the finish. No, Trio does.
Strong start there for the Chippewas. That Trio scores at 4:53, just a second off from their favorite time of scoring.
That's a great play by Trio to finish the job there, and an even better play from Bwearzz and ColdNIcee to take the demo off kickoff, put it to the side of the net instead of trying to score right away, and giving Trio the wide open net instead of the opportunity to get blocked. So great play from the Chippewas, sees them take an early lead.
ColdNIcee looking to make things happen. Harry with the touch. Bullseye with a chance. Tries scoring, does score. It's 1-all. The lead didn't survive too long. 17 seconds.
And that was just a great play from Bullseye there to see the vision and see that he can beat his man. Trio, again, 0 boost, try to get there. Boost management, a little bit of a struggle for the Chippewas this game.
All 3 goals that have been scored by Bullseye tonight have come off after a rebound off the wall.
Trio trying to go for the demo play there, doesn't get it, but an opportunity in front of the net. Denied by Patty. They'll recollect themselves. ColdNIcee takes that one.
ColdNIcee looking to get them into bed. Bwearzz doesn't get a touch, miscues it.
He'll bump just to get him out of the way. And a great play by ColdNIcee on 0 boost to bump Patty out of the zone.
Definitely saved a goal there for the Chippewas and prevented us from going 2-1 down. Chippewas, we didn't survive too long, but we've definitely seen them play much better than we did against Akron the first match.
ColdNIcee almost puts it in his own net. But Bwearzz, oh, he doesn't get it. A misplay by Bwearzz. Sees that one hit the net for Akron.
Almost like Bwearzz. I think it's partly because of the reason he didn't have any boost, but almost didn't see Harless coming from behind him to take the shot off.
2-1, Akron leads now after CMU still strike first. 1-goal lead for the Zips.
Are we seeing a repeat of what happened last night?
A wide open net. Can ColdNIcee get all the way down? No, he can't. The Zips got there too quickly, and this is a very fast-paced team. CMU 2 up. No dismay for him. Patty's gonna send to the middle for Bullseye.
Bwearzz looking to make it 3-1. ColdNIcee defends it nicely.
It's a back and forth play right now. Definitely not nearly as much as a bloodbath as the first matchup between these two teams. Pretty close all the way, but Akron's had CMU's number. Trio ties it up 2-2 with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in this one.
Definitely much better play there from the Chippewas, making sure that they have known what their roles are. Trio second of the night.
I got Bullseye and Patty. ColdNIcee, Bwearzz, and Trio for their respective teams, Akron and Central Michigan. This is a pretty good matchup so far. Definitely better play than the first one we've seen. And I know we keep mentioning it, but a billion times better than we saw in the Buffalo series.
Definitely. Chippewas against Buffalo, even though they didn't get the victory in the tie, looked lackluster in almost every sense. Partly because of the reason that they won the trio. And I don't mean the player, but the trio of ColdNIcee, Bwearzz, and Trio himself wasn't present.
I feel like ColdNIcee just such a big part of this chemistry on the team. Such a good team player, team performer. A great goal finisher and almost an even better defender for the Chippewas.
Definitely. I feel like he's everywhere, but
what a play from him to have that much ball control from the assist on Bullseye. Look at this play off the backboard and just simply impeccable on the air dribble.
Gets it off the wall and then just tucks it in. Make it 3-2. Wow.
Central, 2 minutes left to capitalize. Are they going to be able to tie this one up at threes?
Coming from behind again for the second time for the night. Is it possible to do it? They took the early lead, 1-0.
What a
Akron
dart
equalized.
from Patty. 2-goal lead now for Akron, and they're running away with it.
Definitely. See how good cross in for Patty, and he doesn't miss. He wouldn't miss. Make it 4-2. Wow.
A very, very good play from them, and let's see CMU go down another goal. There's an opportunity to put his team up in threes. Doesn't get it to go, and it's going to be stayed in the ozone for him. In the corner now is a pinch from Bwearzz. He's got a shot. He scores. 4-3. CMU only down 1 now.
End-to-end game, definitely. Chippewas not giving up, especially after not playing that well enough, losing 3-0 against the tie against the team that they're playing tonight. That hasn't let them affected at all. 4-3 on the night. A minute 34 to play. Can they make the comeback?
On kickoff now, CMU's been great and impeccable at those. Trio to try to collect, and Bwearzz thankfully gets that one out of the way for the Chippewas.
Bullseye gets the touchdown and looking to make it 5-3 for Akron. ColdNIcee says no.
2 Chippewas on, and Bwearzz puts it center. This should be a goal. Trio scores, ties it up at 4s. They got just over a minute to play. We've got ourselves a game.
A hat trick and an assist for Trio in this match has been carrying the team on his back. Can we now build the momentum and take the lead?
Such a good performance from them, and as I mentioned, it's just, I feel like it's that trio of, unironically, Trio himself, ColdNIcee, and Bwearzz that are just such a good starting lineup for this team.
Definitely, they know what they have to do and they communicate pretty well to make sure what their roles are. And that is shown on the pitch. The first match was end-to-end, close. The second match were tied with 4-4 with 50 to play.
No discredit to UncleSTN whatsoever. Such a great player and a great backup for this Chippewa team.
Trio looking to control it, doesn't get it. Bullseye should get that. Does get that.
ColdNIcee looks to play up, doesn't get it. He's going to be sent back, and it's going to be Bwearzz one-on-one. He'll finish. Bullseye has an opportunity. Dangerous on the backboard. Trio collects. This is a very, very dangerous opportunity for the Chippewas. ColdNIcee might have one here. Doesn't get it to go. Was out of boost. Chippewas pressuring now in the O-zone. Can they get it to go? A pinch from ColdNIcee. Sees that one almost hit the net. Bwearzz to finish. He'll put it in the corner.
Akron almost all defensive to make sure that the game is going. They're fine with letting the game go to OT. As Bwearzz collects the ball. Now.
They just want to let this one drop. Wait, no, they have an opportunity. CMU. Oh, 5 up. Off the backboard. Bwearzz has to get there in time. They do.
What a save.
And this is quite the 0-second matchup. CMU just wants this ball to hit the ground. ColdNIcee sends it out. Bullseye keeps it up, and Trio fakes the touch, gets it into overtime. Good play by him. What a tight matchup.
It was 4-2 with 30 to play.
Bwearzz has an opportunity here.
Will Bwearzz get it?
No, 5 up
was there.
What a great play from 5 up to stay back. He knows that the Chippewas love to get their early kickoff goals, and that's dangerous in overtime.
It's almost like they've studied what's going on with Chippewas because they've made sure that they have an answer for the early kickoffs as well.
Bwearzz with full boost in the corner now. Lost it, and Trio's going to have to get back in time. A dangerous setting. He'll get there to deny the chance. Good play by the Chippewas.
Demo on 5 up.
CMU just trying to stay alive here. A miss from Patty. Sees that one still in play. A bump from Bwearzz doesn't get it to go for the Chippewas. Almost a minute into overtime. And it just looks like the Chippewas trying to hang on for dear life here.
They won't give up, and they won't make sure, they've made sure that Akron doesn't score either.
A great flick from ColdNIcee. Sees him with an opportunity. He'll throw it in. Doesn't get it to go. Saved by 5 up. A pinch from Patty. Sees that one up to Bullseye. Bullseye to the corner. 5 up. A shot. That goes far right. ColdNIcee collects. Trio is sitting center field. He's waiting for it. He's got to get back in time. ColdNIcee's gotten beat. He's off the corner. Great center from Patty. Sees it up to 5 up. Bwearzz has to get up there to collect, and this is a back and forth battle, almost 2 minutes into overtime.
Yeah, you rarely see that because I feel like both the teams have gone neck to neck, end to end. Bwearzz trying to score there, doesn't get it. 5 up saves it. Bullseye with a chance now.
Now
Trio misses it.
Trio. A great play from them, and it's been back and forth, shot after shot from both teams. And it's just sitting in the danger zone right now. Chippewas clear it. Trio demos. Where's an opportunity? Will that one go? No. Crossbar and out.
Good chance there from Bwearzz. Almost made it 5-4 for the Chippewas in OT.
Ooh, a dangerous one from 5 up. And Patty sees it to the midfield. Trio going for the demo play there. That's the notice made. Bwearzz gets bumped. CMU needs to just get it out. If Patty's got an opportunity here, he'll send it mid. Trio misses, and Bullseye scores. 5-4. Akron takes the game too.
Trio with no boost to make sure that he can get a single touch on the ball. Doesn't get it. Bullseye is there to collect the pieces.
And that was an unfortunate play from Trio. CMU needs this next game to stay alive. Akron needs this next game to go 6-0 against the Chippewas in the past 2-game series against them.
A very close neck-to-neck game. Almost as if both the teams had the victory at one point in the matches, but Akron gets it at the end, 5-4 in OT.
CMU gonna wait a couple seconds here, kind of talk things over with their team, and I want to point out this scoreboard real quick. We saw a Trio with a hat trick. But Bwearzz sits at the top of the leaderboard with 5 entire saves. He was a defensive menace this game, keeping them in shot after shot after shot.
You have to see Trio and ColdNIcee didn't have a save at all. Is that putting a lot of defensive pressure on Bwearzz himself?
ColdNIcee, Trio, and Bwearzz, the best trio this team has seen in quite some time. Central Michigan, Akron, game number 3. CMU needs this one to keep their head above water. Akron needs this one to send the Chippewas packing home with 6 wins on them in just a couple days. Both faked the kickoff there, waited for it. Trio tried to get there in time, and Akron is going to have this one in the O-zone. Not before Bwearzz has something to say about it. ColdNIcee to the corner now. Patty puts one on net and scores. 15 seconds in, and Akron strikes first.
4:44 on the clock. Akron gets an early lead. Repeat of what has happened over the last 2 matches. Early goals, this time for Akron.
CMU just trying to keep their head above water here. It's do or die for them, and they play very well under pressure. ColdNIcee try to go for the demo there. We've seen CMU try to get those early kickoff goals.
It's 2-0. It's bullseye again.
Not working out for the Chippewas right now. I think that time, or that not that timeout, that extra time in between matches was to discuss a kickoff strategy.
Hasn't worked out so far. They might have to go back to the drawing board pretty quickly, but doesn't seem so good.
Another one goes in for Akron. This is a bloodbath. It's been 30 seconds. This next game, or excuse me, this game right here is a do or die scenario for the Chippewas. They really need this match, and it's not going in their favor whatsoever.
ColdNIcee missing there. Had he gotten the ball, it would have stayed 2-0. And Blame either would have been out of boost. Still is out of boost.
Bwearzz has an opportunity now, but 5-up's going to play backboard there. Such a good positioning by him.
You have to look at this because they've conceded 3 goals in almost 30 seconds. Doesn't look too good.
CMU on the field, or excuse me, Bullseye on the ceiling now. Tried to put that one on net against the Chippewas, and Trio to collect. He'll hit over Bullseye off the backboard. No opportunity for him though, and it's going to be another goal for the Zips. Bullseye takes that one 4-0.
4 minutes. 3:59 on the clock. 4 goals conceded. Doesn't look too good for the Chippewas.
And that's a goal every 15 seconds for Akron right now, and that's just something you can't give up as the Chippewas if you're trying to keep your head above water.
Definitely the situation's looking pretty bleak here. I feel like whatever they talked about during the match, after the match, during the break, hasn't definitely worked out at all. We've gone a step behind than what we were in the 3rd match.
Such a good Akron team, and 5-up and try to put this one off the corner. Bullseye to collect it. A miscue from them. He pulled an icy to Trio, a team play almost to Bwearzz. It's denied by the Zips.
Just ColdNIcee. Here's it. Patty's there to collect. Bwearzz gets an interception.
Bullseye sends it right to ColdNIcee. It goes off the backboard. Bwearzz tries to send it on that, and that'll go far left. Bullseye and Patty send it all the way down. Trio is going to collect this one, go off the wall. He'll try to air dribble it, demo Bullseye, but nothing's going to become of it. ColdNIcee might have an opportunity. That goes left, but Trio finishes 1-4. Now, is it too little too late again? I know there's 3 minutes left. CMU has plenty of time to get it back, but momentum finally swinging CMU's way.
He scored 2 goals in 20 seconds in the first match. Is it possible to score 3 in 240?
ColdNIcee off the wall now to Trio. He'll miss, and Trio, ColdNIcee also misses that one. That one far above the backboard.
Trio plays it in. Bwearzz should get that. Bwearzz does get that. It's 4-2 in favor of Akron, but 2 quick goals from the Chippewas. 16 seconds apart, both the goals.
CMU trying to come back. They're looking pretty good. Momentum might finally be swinging its way.
Keeping in mind, Chippewas do need to win this to stay in the tie. Akron need to win this to take it all home as they score again to make it 5-2. Aki scores his second of the night.
Addy an opportunity to get it in and does. 5-2. CMU trying to just get back in this match.
Almost makes you wonder, did we concede that goal because we were too focused on carrying the attacking momentum, forgetting about defense?
Now, Akron has won the Collegiate Rocket League 4 times, being national champs. And that's where Bwearzz is going to receive his title that you've been seeing, that nice shiny gold lettering under his name. And this is such a good Akron team. The fact that CMU is able to even compete with them at this level, sure they've lost, but the matches have not been in vain. 1 goal was the differential in the first matchup, same at the second, but coming at the hands of overtime with 2 minutes and 36 seconds in. And still being able to compete at this level shows that CMU has quality, has depth, and has grit to try to get back in.
Definitely, we've competed against them. Surely the second match was end-to-end stuff, a very entertaining match of Rocket League. Didn't work out in our favor in OT, but again, the quality of Akron is just too good.
Or Trio is actually going to get that one 5-3. CMU coming back in this matchup. Great air dribble, great control from ColdNIcee. Trio pops that one right up above the wheels of a zip. That one hits the back of the net for the Chippewas.
Minute 29 to play. Trio with a demo there on 5 up. Bwearzz looking to get on the end of it. Does get it on the end of it. Trio intercepts.
Addy's going to have an opportunity here. Backflip off the wall. Flip reset. No dice.
What a save there from Trio.
Trio is going to go up here. Air dribble it in. He's got an opportunity. A demo from ColdNIcee on the backboard. Great play by him. But it's still going to be denied by the Zips. In the corner now, Bwearzz sends that one over Bwearzz. Tries to force it in. They're going to have to recollect. They've got 50 seconds left. Bwearzz over Bwearzz.
ColdNIcee gets a touch on it. Nice touch. 5 ups there.
Trio demo now. They'll go 2-on-3 for a couple seconds.
36 seconds remaining to play. Makes you wonder, is it all over now? They have gotten 2 goals in 20 seconds before the Chippewas. Is it possible again?
A miss from Trio. Sees 3 Zips in the O-zone, but they're just going to back up, play defensive on this one to try to finish out the victory. Trio on the bump. CMU has an opportunity. Nobody's home for them. Bwearzz sends it in, and it is going to be a Akron victory for them. 5-3, your score here.
Another clean 3-0 sweep for the second consecutive day as the Chippewas fall short 5-3 against Akron.
And Akron has just had this team's number back and forth every single game, and just a little bit of disrespect from Akron there. They're going to try to put it on their own net. CMU gets down 3-5 loss on that one. And that was just a rough performance from the Chippewas. Still better than what we saw in the Buffalo series, but you know, this Akron team has won the Collegiate Rocket League National Championship 4 consecutive times, or excuse me, 4 times, not consecutive. That's just an impressive feat for the Chippewas to be able to compete with them in that sense.
Pretty ironic because we played our best Rocket League in the second tie against Akron. We didn't play well against Buffalo, but the results don't say. Results say otherwise. We won against Buffalo and we took the L against Akron. But
well,
yeah.
It's going to be a player interview right after this, so we'll be back in just a couple minutes with your player interview and discuss a little bit about what went on in their head during this Akron series. Want to do the interview or something? No?